the last in, Desert Team, and that's it. All installed under orders for the 1993 Budweiser Irish Derby, and they're running. And showing very good early speed is Shrewd Idea on the inside, but Willie Carson going on Regency. Regency the leader. Regency in the second colours of Prince Abdallah goes into the lead from Shrewd Idea, with Desert Team on the outside in third. Four just in behind them comes Commander-in-Chief. And the back marker at the moment is Via Parigi, and it's Regency. French Train Regency by 2 lengths from Shrewd Idea. Then Desert Team. On the outside of Desert Team is Commander-in-Chief. Pat Edery determined not to lose touch with the leaders in this one, as they race now towards the 9 furlong pole and pass it. Regency, the clear leader under Willie Carson, who's won this twice already, by 2 to 2.5 lengths from Shrewd Idea. Then Commander-in-Chief on the outside of Desert Team. And still to make his move is Cash Asmussen back in 6th on Hernando. Racing now towards the 6 furlong pole, and still Regency taking him along. Regency from Shrewd Idea. Then on the outside of Desert Team comes Commander-in-Chief, just tucked in behind them, Hernando and Cash Asmussen. They're racing now towards the 4 furlong pole, and as they do so, it's still Regency taking him along from Shrewd Idea. Commander-in-Chief now moves into third. Desert Team is 4, just in behind them, Hernando. And Cash Asmussen still to commit himself as they race now towards the home turn in the Irish Derby. And it's still Willie Carson taking him along on Regency from Shrewd Idea. Here comes Pat Edery on the outside, unleashing a run now on Commander-in-Chief. Towards his outside, Massiar, and just in behind the leaders now, and bursting through on the far side, Hernando. And here comes Commander-in-Chief to take it up, and it's Commander-in-Chief now, the British Derby winner from Hernando, the French Derby winner, making ground all the time on him. And it's Commander-in-Chief from Hernando as they race into the final 150 yards, both under pressure. Commander-in-Chief from Hernando, Pat Edery from Cash Asmussen. Commander-in-Chief is going to hold Hernando and run it as they come to the line. Commander-in-Chief has won it. Hernando is second, 4C is third, 4 is Regency, 5 and 6 are Shrewd Idea and Massiar, then Via Parigi and Porter's Town Boy and Desert Team. And looking back to last place, it was Sersan. And so the result of the 1993 Budweiser Irish Derby is first, number 1, Commander-in-Chief, owned by Prince Khalid Abdallah, trained by Henry Cecil, his 6th runner in the race and his 2nd victory. He won it in '89 with Old Vic. And ridden by Pat Edery, his 12th ride. He won it on his 1st ride. And here's how he did it. Commander-in-Chief coming to tackle the pacemaker, who packs up very quickly under pressure on the outside, not yet under pressure rather, the white-faced Hernando, but Commander-in-Chief has taken it up from his the same owner's Regency, as Cash now delivers his challenge. Flat to the boards now, Commander-in-Chief, but always answering Pat Edery, lengthening that stride on only his 5th race in public. He's had experience, he's gained experience with every run, and now he's not going to get beat. He's not going to get beat by Hernando, the French Derby winner, who puts in everything, but still never looks like picking him back. Pat Edery streaking to his 4th Irish Derby success, 75, 84, 85, and now 93. And Cash Asmussen thwarted by a good length. A fine run by Hernando, but just not good enough for a really brilliant winner by Dancing Brave out of Slightly Dangerous. Prince Khalid Abdallah's 1st Irish Classic winner. And here he comes. Henry Cecil trained his 1st ever Classic winner here at the Curragh as a 30-year-old back in 1973 when Clodagh won the Irish 1,000 guineas. But I don't think many Classics will have given him greater pleasure than this triumph for Commander-in-Chief, who's proved himself this afternoon to be a really top-class racehorse. The Derby was no flash in the pan. A brilliant triumph He's beat a very good horse in the process with, just to recap, 4C third. And so the 1, 2, 3. Just to recap, as we see Pat Eddery coming in on this fine big horse, strapping great horse he is. First, number 1, Commander-in-Chief, owned by Prince Khalid Abdullah, trained by Henry Cecil and ridden by Pat Eddery. Second was number 4, Hernando, owned by Mr. Stavros Niarchos, trained by Francois Boutin and ridden by Cash Asmussen. Third was number 3, 4C, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained by John Ox and ridden by John Murter on his first ride in the Irish Derby. So still no French-trained horse has ever won the French Derby and the Irish Derby. And for Francois Boutin, who won this in 1976 with Malacarte, but unfortunately wasn't well enough to be here this afternoon, once again represented by a valiant performer, but just not good enough to break that French-trained, French Derby, Irish Derby hoodoo.
Well, what a wonderful race this was, and a real test of stamina, because the Commander Stable Companion made it a real searching test, but Cash Asmussen was always sitting there in the box seat, just waiting his moment to pounce, and Pat Eddery is committed really early. You can see that he's asked his mount for everything early in the straight, and he's tried to steal a strong lead. And look behind and you see Cash just sitting there in the box seat, holding onto his horse, wanting to hold on as long as possible. Christy Roach on the rails there in the blue colours, once again not in the best position at this stage, but Christy's beaten at the time. Pat goes for his whip inside the 2 furlong marker, and he asks for everything, and he goes for his whip first, and Cash is still sitting there, and you felt that if Hernando's going to get the trip, he can still win. But here's the crucial moment. Now Cash says go, but his resources are coming to an end. The two of them are drawing away, and Cash goes for his whip inside the final furlong. His horse pulls back a little bit, but Pat Eddery riding at his very strongest. You can see he's climbing really high in the saddle there. He gets the response that he wants from this horse, this terrific galloper who's just outstayed his rival. We hear there is a steward's inquiry that's sure to concern that incident 2 furlongs out. Not the first 2 horses, 2 champions, Commander-in-Chief, who wins by length from the French Derby winner, Hernando.